everybody, Kateriix here, and welcome back to Niche. So last episode, we did a lot of breeding, and we're going to continue to do that this episode. So before I started recording, I kind of went and looked at everybody, and I decided anybody that I would like to breed, I just changed their first gem over to that red gem color. And everybody that has a partner already, their first gem would be blue. And that's just kind of trying to help organize who's with who or who's supposed to be with who for me. So I don't have to waste my time looking at everybody's genetics all of the time. So we're just gonna go with that for now. So one thing that I noticed when I ended the game last time, we finally have a carnivore. This is the very first carnivore that we've actually come into contact with the entire time playing the game, and I think this is episode 7, so I mean that's several hours of gameplay and not a single carnivore. So here he is, finally. So one thing I definitely wanted to do was I really want to breed Crash. But I was looking at her, where is it? I was looking at her immunity genes, and almost everybody has either B or I, except this guy over here. Why won't it let me click on him? There he is, except Cuckoo, but he only has 1 day left. So I wanted to see if I could extremely quickly get her over here and breed with Cuckoo. And then Cuckoo is going to be a hero, and his children, tales will be told to his children about his bravery on his last day of life as he attacked this carnivore. So that is excellent. I'm actually surprised we killed it in one shot. I guess they both had claw. They're both pretty strong. So like Ducro has 4 strength and Cuckoo has 3. So they're both okay. So yeah, that's great. So next turn, I'm probably going to get her into one of these nests then. And then I'm going to have to find a new partner for her. But I think that the immunity genes are going to overlap, which is unfortunate. But because I really like her, I really want to breed her with plenty of people. So let's see here. Here we have Razira. And I don't know how she got so far away from her partner, Duke Vanu. But we're going to move them together. So let's move Duke Vanu up here, and he can breed with her, and she'll probably just sit in the nest this turn. I did also want to breed Cece and Taduku, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move him over to her. He's gonna breed with her. He can then collect berry bushes, or a berry from the berry bush, and then I'm gonna move her into this nest over here. And then let's check out their genetics. So she has the warning dots, which is something I really, really want. She has the claw. He has stinky tail and lean body, which are both things that I want. I think we're going to try and mess about with the claws. So I think we're going to keep nimble fingers in there. I'm thinking maybe we should also keep lean body in there. Let's see, does she maybe have lean body? She has spiky body and normal body. See, with this pairing, I really want to see more warning dots and more lean body. If I had the perfect creature, okay? If I had the perfect creature, it would have probably nimble fingers and a claw. I think lean body is going to be important not only for the speed, but the stealth and the scentless. I was thinking Stinky Tail. That would be good. Either Stinky Tail or Fishing Tail. Fishing Tail is always great. I wanted warning dots or regular dots, because I think both those things will be helpful in the jungle. Antlers or ram horns. I personally prefer the look of antlers, but they both do the same thing, so it doesn't really matter. As far as snouts go, I don't think Poison Fangs actually does anything to the new predators. Like, I don't think that they take poison damage, so maybe like a big nose would do well, or the cracker jaw is always good for some extra cracking. But I mean, these are the things that I think are going to be important. I think you could get away with spiky body. I don't want big body because even though it gives strength, it gives no good movement. So I don't want any creatures that have like one movement or something like that. Normal body could be okay as well, but in my opinion, I think lean body is the way to go. And then I also want to make sure that nobody has webbed hind legs, because that just drastically decreases the speed, and I want my guys to be able to run away, if anything else. So let's get back to it. So like I said, I think I'm going to leave the mutation menu that way. Can you collect? No, you can't collect, so you can just uncover this grass, and I guess you can dig there. Let's see, who's this? Reyna. You know what? Reyna has really good genetics, so I'm going to give her a red, and then I'm going to look around and probably find her a mate. So her immunities are H and I, so he's not gonna work. He's not gonna work. I do not want to breed Tyrannu. Taku doesn't work. See, I'm having the same problem that I was having with Crash. So a lot of these guys just don't have genetics that are going to work with her. Actually, Kikiro could work. So I'm going to move her over here, and I know Kikiro is already partnered up with a CC, but that's okay. So I'm going to move this little baby out of the nest. I definitely want to be breeding Kuta in the future. He has like some great genetics, and he brought in that immunity D. So that's what we're going to want. We want a lot of our creatures with immunity D. We're also going to move Duke Vanu over. And then a CC can breed again because she's sick because she has double immunity Ds. So she's going to be sick her whole life. That's cutting her life effectively in half. So I want her to breed absolutely as much as possible, get as many immunity Ds as I can, and then see where we can go from there. Okay, so let's go back to these guys. These guys aren't moving. These guys are like... I consider them almost like traditionalists. They were born here, they'll die here. Well, they weren't really born here, they actually came from the opposite island, but that's alright. So we'll get Koisana. She can come down here, and she can start collecting these shells. Lana can stay over here and collect berries. Let's see. Kuvan, I don't think you have cracking ability, so we'll just keep moving you this way. Same goes for Islami. She's really fast, that's great. I think Comet, I'm going to start moving him over here, and he scared away a mole. That's too bad. Okay, so collect all of our berries. Kiraduke is also going to move this way. I noticed that I made him an Omega, and I was going to do that for things that I really didn't want to breed, but I might do it anyway because he's one of my few males that don't have hemophilia, and I don't want hemophilia to become a problem. So we might do it anyway, regardless of the fact that he has blind eyes and his recessive. Because most of my creatures have really good eyesight, I don't think that they're going to become blind. Like, I feel like the mother's genetics will definitely override his crappy blind eye genetics. So here's hoping anyways. So we'll just get everybody. Oh, I clicked too fast and I missed my opportunity to kill a bunny. Oh, there we go. Lara got some. That's good. So yeah, everybody will just continue on, you know, doing their duty. My main job, I say this every time, I want to unclear all of this, and we're really getting there. We're really making some leeway. So if we unclear all this and get ready here, I feel like we're mostly going to live here. We'll spread out if we get too many, if our tribe gets too big, basically. But for the most part, we are going to probably stick around this area. That way, when we're ready, we can move people over here. Because that's that's what this whole playthrough is about. I really want to get over to the jungle, and I'd like to do it probably within the next couple of episodes. So here we go. We got a bunch of mothers hanging about here. Let's see, what genetics do you guys have? It doesn't really matter because I'm not changing my mutation menu, but let's see what kind of baby these two have. Alright, I'm getting rid of this notification bar because it's annoying. Okay, so we got some Rororo, some really great genetics here. So he's super healthy. He has 2 claws, he has normal body, so his speed will probably be okay. Excellent. Yeah, this is great. Okay, let's see. Do we have any other nests nearby? We do. Well, let's take a look at Renala, because I didn't get to have a good look at her last turn. She's alright. We will probably end up breeding her, so I'm going to make a little red dot so I can remember that. Okay, so it looked like we unlocked something. We unlocked the beak. Does that mean that one of these babies over here has a beak? Well, I don't see it. Huh. Well, that's interesting, I suppose. Let's check out this baby. He has regular dots, which is okay. He's really healthy. Dugnu is nice and healthy, and he has the nimble fingers and the claw, which is exactly what I wanted. So that gives him an okay strength. I'm really wondering, I know that you need at least, how much strength is it? The predators in the jungle have 5 defense, which means you need at least 6 strength to do 1 damage to them. So I'm actually wondering, so this is 2 strength, this is 2 strength for 4 strength, and then the ram horns for 1 strength. Maybe I'm doing this wrong. Maybe I need something else that gives me more strength. You know what? It's fine. Not everybody has to be able to fight the predators. So I'm going to move new daddy to Dooku over here, and he's gonna Cece and him are gonna make this their home. It has 2 nests. I meant to move her, not uncover the grass, which is fine. So she'll just have to wait next turn to have another baby. We're going to move Crash into this nest, and then she can also pick up this food and get rid of the grass. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to widen this part out a bit just to make it a little safer for the babies. I know this guy over here died, which is unfortunate. He was a pretty good berry collector. Here it is. Here's the baby that has the duckbill. So he has melanism and she has a duckbill, and her name is Isis. That's a pretty name. She is super freaking healthy too, so that's excellent. This was what I needed to happen. So let's see. Who else can she mate with? You know what? I think we just looked all over for her, for who she can mate with. So we'll just keep her in here, and we'll bring Cece down, and I probably should have given her the nest, but that's okay. I guess she has 2 days left, so this baby will be Cece's final baby, which will be a little bit sad because I feel a little bit connected to her, even though she was sick, and even though it didn't last very long because she came in as a wanderer. That's unfortunate, but we'll see. We'll see how it is. Let's see. So let's have him dig. And he can move over here. I don't see why not. Kuto can move over here. He has nimble fingers, so he can probably start collecting from these 2 berry bushes. Kirduk, you can come walk around here and get rid of this random grass. This grass grows back because you're supposed to be able to gather nesting material from it, but I don't know. It kind of bothers me just a little bit when it grows back. That's just me, but whatever. We'll bring him over here, and he can collect berries, and then Rizira can breed with him again, and then get ready for next turn. So Crash, her genetics are pretty good. I'd like to maybe put lean body in the 30%, and let's see. Maybe spiky body isn't too bad in terms of instead of lean body. You know what? I'm going to leave it for now. I'm going to leave it like that because I feel like that's just I think we're going to be fine. With all those things that I mentioned earlier of what my perfect creature would be, I think that we are going to be just fine in the jungle with those genetics. I don't think we need tons of strength because we're going to most heavily rely on being able to run away or to not be noticed at all. So that works basically. So let's see here. I know that Van Duk Duk is all grown up, and I really want to find him a mate. I think it might end up being Inez. I think that's who it's going to be because their genetics are completely different. So he's just going to have to wait for her to grow up. But I think we're going to move them over here because these nests here are getting, they're busy. They have 2 females fighting over them already. So that's just what we're going to do. Duke Vonro, let's see, he's super healthy. He's about to grow up as well, so who should I mate him with? How about Reynala? Yeah, they should be a good match actually. So I'm going to take these guys and make their first gems blue. If I'm allowed to click on them, there we go. And Oh no, I messed up her name. I know it was Inez, and I really like that name, so I'm going to keep it as Inez. Alright, so yeah, so now their gems are blue. I think I'm going to have Reynala and Duke Vonro mate, because they are both very healthy. So I'm going to make them blue as well, because they're going to be partners. Okay, so Islami's also pretty healthy, but I don't know if we're going to end up mating her. I would like to, but finding a mate for her might prove to be a bit difficult. Actually, look at that, not that difficult. We could mate her with Kuta. Yeah, that works. So let's make them both blue now. So yeah, so then next turn they'll go up and meet each other, and they might end up taking over these nests, maybe these 2 up here. I'm not sure yet, but let's see. I know I haven't had these guys use their turns yet, so let's sneak up on this mole and grab him so you guys can get your berries, and you can collect your berries and you can get your nuts. Lana can collect berries. Does she have cracking? No, she doesn't, so she can't grab these shells, but that's fine, because we'll get Koisana to grab these shells. And I think that's it. Okay, so let's skip the day. Alright, so we'll check out... Oh no! She didn't have a chance to have her baby! Oh no, it's Cece! Oh, that sucks! Oh man! That's like so especially sad when a mother dies while she's pregnant, or she dies just as her baby is born. That just kills me a little bit on the inside. That's so sad. So we have little Aname, and she has lean body, which is great. She has digging paw. I want to get rid of that digging paw, but you know, that's fine. No harm in that. She's super, super healthy, which is great. We're having a lot of really healthy creatures. Like, we don't really have to worry too much about much of anything, to be honest. Okay, so we'll move Reina over here and she'll mate again. So like, yeah, so things like, you know, with the blind eyes and the short-sighted eyes, or with the hemophilia, we're doing pretty good, like, just avoiding those things, which is nice because then you can finally start concentrating on things like patterns, things like, if you wanted to do fur color, you could probably go along with that. So when you finally get to decide, okay, what kind of body do I want, what kind of tails do I want, instead of just breeding out the really bad genetics, like, that's great. Let's see who we have here. We have Remy, and she has lean body, and she has a claw and a digging paw. Have I looked at Remy already? I don't think so. Let's see. We should probably find another mate for Crash. But who would it be? 'Tis the question. Everybody shares some kind of immunity with her, so I'll probably have to double up. Have to take the chance of doubling up immunities. So, it's not gonna be this guy. It would have to be somebody really healthy. It might be this guy. It might be Taduku. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do, but not this turn. This turn, we're gonna have Cece get in this nest, and yeah. So we're gonna make this area a little more safe by uncovering all of these grasses. And so we have, why can't I click on my creatures? It's getting a little bit annoying. So we have Razira, and we're going to move her little baby out of the nest so she can get on the nest if I can click her. My goodness. And she can't collect from that, so we'll just move her into the nest. That's fine. And Dukvanu can click that. And we'll have Takiro over here, and Lara can start. We're making it to the edge, which is great. Let's see. Van Duk can go here. It looks like Anais still isn't old enough yet to start mating, so we're just gonna have to wait for that, which is fine. And let's move Komi. Komi, what skills do you have? She can dig, she can fish. She's alright, so we'll move her this way. We'll have her dig. Everybody just use up all their turns, basically. I think I'm gonna have Renala actually destroy this nest. We don't need it anymore. We'll recover some extra nesting material. We might have her start moving this way, and we'll see what she can find over here. If there's any berry bushes or anything. I don't think there is, because these are the bones of someone previously from our pack. I don't remember who it was, but I don't think that we found anything over here, but we'll double check. And let's see, so we have Reina, pregnant, ready over here, and we'll have Reynala collect from that. He can't collect from that, but that's okay. Was I gonna mate these two, but they're both male? I think maybe I was. So who was the female I was gonna mate with him? Or did I just make a grave mistake? It could be Anami. It could be. I know, like, they're technically brother and sister, but they don't share immunities. So it might be them. It might be Isis. No, they share an immunity. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we'll probably do a Name with him when they get a bit older. But this guy, you're a boy and not a girl, so you're not going to be mating with Reynala. This is the problem. Reynala's like a more feminine name, whereas it's a male. So that's probably my own fault, because I think I renamed him Reynala because I thought that was his name because I moved the camera. But let's change that. Maybe let's change his name to Fanta. I don't know. It's just there. He has like these orange horns, reminds me of Orange Fanta. That's fine. It just fits for him basically. So let's get Kirduke over here, mostly just to lighten up this area so things don't jump out at us. And everyone over here just keeps on doing them, collecting berries, collecting shells. That's fantastic. Oh, this guy finally passed away. That's so sad. Leaving Taduku all alone, but you know what? He only has 5 days left. So he's probably going to be okay. He was always a little bit of a loner anyways. This one passed away too. So maybe we actually will move him up here just so he's near somebody and he can take over these for his last couple days of life. We'll have Comet come over here and grab this food. And then, yeah, let's see. We got a couple moms on the nest, so let's check them out. And then that's where we're going to leave it for today. So let's check our mutation menu. Yeah, nimble fingers and lean body is fine. I think I'm going to move the claw into that. And then we'll see what we get here. So let's check it out. Alright, so we have Dukta, who is nice and healthy. That is wonderful. His eyes are great. His blood clotting is great. He has 2 runner's legs, which, I mean, I don't necessarily want runner's legs, but that's fine. If anything, I'd actually prefer Velvet Paw over runner's legs just because that gives you +3 stealth, but I'm not worried about it. That'll do for now. Let's go over here, and we have little Kuvan, who is also absolutely excellent. He has 2 claws, which was pretty much a given. His mom has 2 claws, and his dad also has a claw, so that's fine. Let's check this baby over here. We have Duke New, who got the lean body, which is great. So his claws are not the best, but that's fine. Other than that, he's perfectly healthy. He does have the stinky tail, which is excellent. Yeah, you know what? So I think we're just going to leave it at that today. I think I might stop purposely breeding these creatures with melanism. Probably in the next episode. I won't stop altogether because I like them, but I feel like that isn't going to help us in the jungle. Like, maybe, I don't think her dots, even though they are, because they're inactive because of her melanism, I don't think that they're going to help us in the jungle. I don't think she's going to have the camouflage that I'm looking for. So I don't know if we're really going to be bringing anyone with melanism to the jungle. So we'll have to figure that out. But anyways, that's it for today's episode. So, I'll see you next time, guys. Bye-bye!